Capital. Capital! We're batting.
So, Virginia Warriors won the toss, elected to? Elected back. Good luck.
The Virginia Warriors, they won the toss, decided to bat first. And you can see both their openers out there. Anvish and Sean Matthias. So the third of 7 games, a T20 game this is. It's a bilateral T20 series between these two teams. And the first 2 games, they were won by the Comets. So the Virginia Warriors needing a win here in this third game. And it appears it'll be Anvish on strike to face that first delivery. Matthias making his way to that non-striker's end. And the Comets here fielding first. And they're just setting up their field here. As the bowler just warms up here, we're about to get underway in this third game. Here we go, the first ball. And it's just played on the up there for the single. So off the mark, Anvish, and with him, the Virginia Warriors side get their first runs on the board. Naveed, the bowler, opening the attack here for the Comets. Having a look at the field, just the deep third man outside of the 30-yard circle. Everyone else is in. Naveed coming left arm over the wicket this time. Just glances that one, Matthias straight to mid-on. Just flicks it away, it beats the fielder running away to the boundary, and it'll get there in the end. So Matthias with that shot off the mark, and the first boundary as well for the Virginia Warriors. Naveed there going full on the pads, and that'll be easy pickings for Matthias there. Just that backward square leg type of position inside the circle. This time that's just played straight to mid-off. So good comeback there after that boundary from Naveed. Matthias definitely someone who will take you for runs if you err in your line or length there. Oh, misfield there, and that'll allow the batsman to get the single. It'll allow them to get the 2 actually, and that's good running. Match awareness as well, saw that misfield, went right through that fielder there at that backward square leggish position. And once again Naveed going full on the pads. Matthias once again playing that flick shot. Now for the final ball of the first. And just angled across from him, just inside the tram lines, that is, and that'll be the end of the first over. After 1, VA Warriors are 7 for no loss. now coming in from the other end, Wahab side. So spin to start off, and that's going to be a wide down the leg side, it seems. No, the umpire hasn't called anything. The umpire, no, there comes the signal for the wide. So a wide down the leg side to start off from side, and the batsman will also get through for that signal. So 2 runs there. 1 for the wide, 1 they ran. Side again now. Oh, that's really well bowled. That is really well bowled. Goes full. Doesn't allow Matthias that room there to play him away. That's some very smart bowling from side. This time he's gone up in the air and on the bounce to long on. On the bounce. Wahab side, he was actually the man of the match in the first game. This is the third. So the first game Comets won. He was the man of the match, and there we go, a wicket. A wicket falls, the first one. Now it's Side who struck, and Anvish will have to go. First one down early now for the VI Warriors, just 10 on the board. Goes full once again, Side targeting those stumps as he's done in this over, and he gets the reward. Now the new batsman coming to the crease is Santosh Kumar, replacing Anvish. Now Wahab side, as I was saying, he was the man of the match in the first game between these two sides, but not really for his contributions with the ball, more so with the bat, where he hit a half century, got his team home. And today we can see him right in the action from the second over, picking up a wicket. Santosh Kumar on strike now, facing his first delivery. And that's just driven down the ground to mid-off. As Santosh Kumar, he'll get off the mark. And this time it down the ground. Bowler doesn't collect it cleanly. Won't harm the Comets. VI Warriors batsman deciding against the run, rightly so. Good over, final ball coming up, and that's just defended right back. So the end of the second over, a good one for the Comets, a wicket and just the 4 runs coming from it. And after 2, Virginia Warriors find themselves at 11 for 1. Now the start of the third over. This time it right back to mid-on, and they'll come through for the single. That's good running. A quick single taken between these two. It was Santosh Kumar running to that danger end. He is quick, makes it there. Naveed is continuing, bowling his second over. His first one went for 7. Continuing to go left arm over the wicket to that right-handed batsman, angling it across, and with that new ball, always a chance of just bringing it back in, get some swing. But one delivery which comes back in to Matthias. hit that one into the leg side. Just the one field, 30 circle, which is a deep third man. This time he's flicked it away into the leg side, running away to the boundary. The chase is on. Fielder chasing after it, won't get there. So a boundary for Matthias there on his pads, and effortlessly just flicked that away. He's a strong player there on the leg side. Anything on his pads, that flick shot he has, we've seen it on a couple of occasions today. This time full straight, it right back. So another dot there. That's a good comeback from Naveed. This is a pitch on which at times the delivery stays low, sometimes it bounces a bit too much. This time just flicked away into the leg side. More runs for Matthias. Another boundary for him. And this is turning out to be a really good over for the Virginia Warriors now. It's going to be the end of it. So after 3 overs, VA Warriors 20 for 1. Now Wahab's side continuing, gets a second over inside the power play. When there's the field restrictions of just 2 men allowed outside the 30-yard circle. And the 2 for side are a long off and a long on. And this time is driven straight to point. Wahab's side, this first over, an excellent one. Got a wicket, went for just the 4 runs. Oh, this time an inside edge allows the batsman to come through for the single. Nice hold by the umpires then. Seems to be off the this time, oh, misfield. Misfield there. Third man, and yeah, a leg by that was. So I did feel it came off something. Didn't think it was straight off the keeper's gloves or anything. And I think it may have come off the batsman's pad. That's gone up in the air, chipped up. Oh, misjudged. Misjudged. And that'll be a drop chance. A dropped catch there, so a missed chance. So that is at point that should have been taken. Went up in the air off that outside edge of Santosh Kumar. And the fielder at point just stayed there. Didn't really move back. Thought it was going straight to him. But it goes just over his head. And on that occasion, this time it's Matthias with the bat, who's got a boundary through that leg side once again. Where he is really strong. He's scored, I think, 3 or 4 boundaries now there on the leg side. Oh, goes on the pads once again. This time straight to mid-wicket though. And that'll be the end of a side over. 7 runs coming from it, and after 4, Virginia Warriors are 27 for 1. Now it seems it will have a bowling change. Coming into Santosh Kumar. Oh, doesn't get that there. I think might have been a bit of an inside edge. Santosh Kumar, 3 of 6 he's on. Abdur Rahman, the new bowler. He's also coming in left arm over the wicket this time, driven down the ground. Long off, keeps it down to just a single. So Abdur Rahman, the new bowler. Another left arm pacer. So left arm pacer replacing left arm pacer. And once again over the wicket against that right-handed batsman. So angling it across. Oh, this time down the leg side. Down the leg side there against Sean Matthias. And now this is a wicket here. This is a pitch where the ball sometimes, as I said, it'll stay low. At other times it'll bounce a bit too much. And I think to make a full use of that, the bowlers, they've got to keep their lines outside off. Keep it in that 4th, 5th stump line. And that's well fielded there. The batsman looking for the second, won't get it. They both took a couple of steps down the track, but decided to stick to just the single. And we can see that intent to look for those runs. Make sure they get every run possible, which is good to see from these two. This time down the side, another wide, so not getting his line right here is Abdur Rahman. His second wide now down the side. Continuing over the wicket. Wants to stay from that end. Oh, and that's really well bowled. You know, going away there from the right hander, that natural angle. Which means just have that ball come back in just a bit, which plays on the batsman's mind. Oh, this time a full toss, hit down the ground. Doesn't get the distance on it, nor the elevation. And so a couple of bounces to long off for the single. There's a change in the field is made. The two fielders there switch, backward point and a backward square leg really. This time it down the ground, fielder coming around underneath it, goes over him. Goes over him. Is that a maximum? No, called a boundary. So on the bounce, goes over the boundary off the bat of Sean Matthias. And that'll be the end of 5. VA Warriors 36 for 1. This one's hit down the ground. Once again, long offs in play. And once again, the ball goes over him. This time for the full maximum, is that? We'll wait for the umpire signal, seem to be. And this time it's off the bat of Santosh Kumar. Or Santish Kumar actually. Wahab side into his 3rd over. Getting that 3rd in the power play. You don't see that too often. Spinners bowling 3 in the power play. But side a quality spinner. And that smart cricket from Santish Kumar. 6 for 5. That's single. The final over the power play this is. So the final over with the field restrictions. 2 fielders allowed outside the circle. A long off and long on for Comets. This time driven straight to covers. 3 more deliveries remaining. Warriors choose to maximize them. Oh, and that's really well ran. That is really well run and overthrow. No one backing up yet. They don't want that extra run. And I think it was Santish Kumar. He was a long way down already in the keeper's end. He was racing through. So by the time he would get back to that bowler's end, running to that danger end, it would have been that run out opportunity. This time a bit of extra bounce from side. That's what this pitch has to offer. Those deliveries which just bounce a bit too much, as we saw on that occasion. And that'll be straight to short extra cover to end off the power play. And after those 6 overs, VA Warriors are 44 for 1. Oh, they'll come through for a single. That's really well run there. I think it was Santish Kumar's call. Abdur Rahman continuing, getting his second over after his first one with a 9. That is well run. This time, just nudges it into the leg side. Comes through for the single. Does Santish Kumar. And that's defended right back to the bowler. Abdur Rahman, a much better over from him here. Sean Matthias, 26 off 23. Sandeep Kumar, 14 ball 13. First time hit on the pads. May have gotten an inside edge. Wait for the umpire's call on leg bars. It seems he did get an inside edge. Yeah. So still runs. Does a Matthias. Oh, that's gone up in the air. There's a fielder coming around. No, goes over him. Goes well over him. A massive maximum there off the bat of Santish Kumar. Moving up to 19 now. And that'll also bring up the 50 for the Virginia Warriors. 53 for 1 in the 7th over. One delivery remaining now in Abdur Rahman's second. Short top edge and falls in no man's land. Deep third man chasing after it. And it just limits it to the 2. So after 7 overs, VA Warriors 55 for 1. A good start for them. Now Mohammad Barrows into the attack, replacing Wahab Syed. There's Faisal Khan, the captain at mid-wicket, making some field changes here for his new bowler. Outside the power play, 5 fielders allowed. Outside of that 30-yard circle. This one down the leg side. May have clipped something on the way through, as it's not given a wide by the umpire. But having a look at those 5 fielders, there's a deep third man, a deep point, long off, long on. Yes, just the 4 fielders really outside that 30-yard circle. Not opting to go with the 5th this time. Very clearly a wide, as signaled by the umpire. Inside of the 30-yard circle, they've got a backward point, an extra cover at a mid-wicket. The 3 fielders inside that 30-yard circle. They're fielding a full 11 are the Comets. It appears that they've only got 9 players on the field. Barrows, his first 2 balls have gone for 3. This time driven there on the offside, straight to extra covers, but they'll come through for that single. That's gone up in the air, gone over the infield on the offside, deep point around. Limits it just a single. That's really well fielded. Oh no, an overthrow. An overthrow. Got the second, they won the third. That is really well run. Some sloppy work here from the Comets. Keeper then top the ball. No one backing up there. 2 runs there off the overthrow, plus 1 off the regular hit. 3 from that delivery. This time driven, but straight back to the by Barrows. 1 still remaining in his first. 7 runs have come off of it now. Short delivery down the leg side. Tried to go for that pull. Doesn't connect. Got that on. Button in the boundary. Because there's no one there. Finer of mid wicket. To the right of mid wicket, there's no one. All the way under. No, actually, now there is a fielder out there. The 5th fielder to be at the boundary. Outside that 30-yard circle, a deep square leg. So deep square leg, the only man from mid wicket to the keeper there. As that'll be the end of the 8th after 8 VA Warriors. 63 for 1. To Matthias now, the start of a new over. He just drives that first ball straight to covers. And that's straight to the fielder there at mid-wicket. A good catch taken. Yes, Rashad strikes off just his second delivery. And the VA Warriors have lost that. The other opener, Sean Matthias, has to go for a very well made 29 ball, 31. At the top of the order, he's done his job, gotten them off to a good start. And this time, looking to accelerate, saw that back of a length delivery, a bit short, went onto the back foot, trying to get it over that mid-wicket fielder. But hits it straight to him. It was a powerful stroke. And so a good catch taken. Ehsan Rashad getting a wicket here. A quality bowler is Rashad. The man of the match in the second T20 between these two sides. Picked up 6 wickets in his 4 overs. And now picking up one of just his second delivery. Ehsan Rashad in that last game, in the second T20, those 6 wickets he got, that man of the match performance. A lot of his overs were in those death overs. He's a very deadly bowler there in the death with his variations. Hard to score off of, picks up those crucial wickets as he did here. A partnership was building, they needed a wicket, and that's exactly what Rashad has provided. Now coming into the new batsman for his third delivery of the over. This time a bit short, just nudged into the leg side, and they'll come through for the single, will the batsman. Getting Santish Kumar back on strike. The first runs of Ehsan Rashad today. Sai Kiran, the new batsman who just got off the mark, this time short. It's been cut away, and the batsman will come through for that single there. There was a deep third man to cut it off. And this time another single taken. That's really well run here. That one was right in front of point, but they got through. And that'll be the end of Ehsan Rashad's first, but of the 9th over in general of this game. And after those 9 overs, VA Warriors are 66 for 2. Now coming in, left arm over the wicket. That's just guided there to deep third man for a single. Having a look at the field, there's a deep third man, a deep covers, long off, long on. The 4 fielders outside of that 30-yard circle. Plan is to bowl outside off, angling away from the batsman. This one on the stumps, cramping up for room. The extra bounce, Naveed bowled the first 2 overs, or his 2 overs he's bowled. They were up front in the power play. This time played into the leg side to mid wicket. They'll come through for the single. That's really well run. Once again, the running between these two and the VA Warriors in general, it's been really good today. That intent to run, that intent to score, converting dots into singles, singles into twos, putting pressure on the fielders. Really seen a lot of that from the Warriors. Oh, this time outside off. Angle away from the batsman, trying to get down, trying to guide it through. Isn't able to though. This time pulling out Naveed. Over this is 2 deliveries left in the 10th. 68 for 2, so a decent score here. That's just tapped away into the offside. We'll run through for that single. The serve has been really good, just goes for the 3 runs till now. 1 delivery remaining. Here we go, the final ball off the 10th. And just defended by Santish Kumar. So the end of 10 overs. This one, the 10th, goes for just the 3 runs. And after 10, VA Warriors are 69 for 2. Now coming in, right arm over the wicket. Ehsan Rashadi continues his first over, bowled really well, deservingly getting a second. A high quality bowler is Rashad. Outside edge there. Was running away to that 3rd man boundary. There is that deep 3rd man who puts a stop to it though. Just a single taken. Deep 3rd man, deep covers, long off, long on, and now a deep mid as well. 5th fielder. That's here on the bounce to extra cover. Had he hit that a little bit better, may have been caught out. Well, this time a wide there, outside off. This time a swing and a miss. The ball staying a bit lower than what Santish Kumar would have thought. Goes underneath his bat. Oh, that's gone. He's hit that up in the air. Fielder. Oh no, I think it's gone over the boundary for 6. It was in his hands, but the fielder tripped over the boundary ropes there. And so, with the ball, goes over the boundary. And that'll be called a maximum by the umpire. Santish Kumar moving up to 31 now with that 6. This over's already gone for 10 runs. 1 delivery still remaining. And a slower delivery. That's a good change up there from Ehsan Rashad to finish off. And after 11, VA Warriors 79 for 2. This time an inside edge. It's Naveed bowling his final over. His first 3 went for 19. And so now his 4th and final over here. Starts off with a good delivery. Sai Kiran just inside edging that one. Gets the 2. Oh, this time just gets that gap between the bat and the body of the batsman. Goes over the stumps. A slower delivery. Seemed to come in a bit as well. Not often you see swing this late. So it could have been those cutters, those off cutter there from Naveed. This time just up there, the bowler runs through it. Takes a shot at the stumps at the keeper's end, misses. The batsman was in anyways. So 4 runs this over's gone for till now. The first 3 deliveries, not a bad run from Naveed. His figures 3.3, hasn't picked up a wicket. He's conceded 22 runs. This time, that's good keeping. Once again, coming in, angling it across, left arm over the wicket, so angling it across from the batsman, but just getting the ball to come back in. Oh, that's hit up in the air. Oh, just wide of the bowler. Just wide of him, and the batsman will come through for the run. One delivery remaining in this over. It's gone for 5 till now. One of which was a bye. Naveed, good over from him. Finish it off well. Oh, he does. He finishes it well. There was an appeal. Oh, so the batsman signalling. And so that'll be the end of the 12th. After 12, the Warriors are 84 for 2. Oh, swing and a miss outside off. Ehsan Reshad continuing now. He's third on the trot. Seemed to be a leg cutter there. Fishing for it there. Stuck his bat out. Doesn't get bat on it though. So 2 dots to start off the over. Ehsan Reshad. This is a good start to the over for him. This time keeps it outside of the batsman's reach. Once again. And I feel Ehsan is really someone who can find success on this pitch, as he has. That last one being called a wide, but in the last game, that second T20, he picked up 6 wickets. Today he's been bowling well. And I think he's someone who can find success because he's got some good slower balls. He's got some good variations. And on this pitch, the deliveries are sometimes low, sometimes a bit too much. And the slower bowlers who bowl more slower balls, I feel they can really benefit from that. And the thing about the bounce, about the delivery staying low, bouncing up too much, applies more to those slower bowlers. Oh, he's connected on that one. Locked it into the offside. And no, it's really well stopped at the boundary. Stuck a hand back in. Batsman can get no more than 2. That's an excellent cover, running to his right. And saves 2 runs for his side. Oh, top edge, got over the keeper. Deep third man cuts it off. So, there. The 13th over of the game is his. Oh, this time short, wide, and that's been bounces into the boundary before. So Santish Kumar, 38-32 he's on now. And that'll be Reshad's final ball after 13. VA Warriors 92 for 2. New bowler Shoaib side into the attack. Tosses it up. And run out chance. No, he's gonna make it in the end. Side second ball spinning back into the batsman, and they'll come through for that single. That's good running. This time once again cut away. Backward point making his way there to limit it to just a single. Shoaib side, it's been a good over from him. And another single taken, so keeping his line and length aside, not allowing the batsmen to open their arms, not giving them that width. And continuing to spin it back into the batsman. One ball remaining in this Shoaib side over. It's gone for just 4 runs till now. Tosses it up, that's gone up in the air, it's gone over point. Deep covers comes around. And just a single, so really good over there from Shoaib's side. Just the 5 runs from it. And VA Warriors now, after 14, 97 for 2. Mohammad Behrouz back into the attack. His first over went for 8. And that's outside edge. Run down to deep third man. Who fires in a throw, just a single. This time, hit on the pads. And we'll come through for the single there, just a short fine leg. Mohamed Barrows, right arm over the wicket, he's coming. To that right-handed batsman. I think what he's got to do is just keep it outside off. That 4th, 5th stump line, you've got protection out in the deep. Yeah, exactly like that there. Well, that one's called a wide. A bit of a harsh call, you could say. It was 50-50 really. But just keeping it wide, that 4th, 5th stump line. There's protection out in the deep in the form of deep covers. Yeah, and that's good bowling there. This time coming back in to Kanti Kiran. And this time once again not connecting on it. This is some really good bowling from Barrows. Oh, this time an inside edge. Chance of a run out at the bowler's end. Oh, an overthrow! Running away. I have to see, is that 4 overthrows or is it just a single that they ran across for? I think it's just a single they ran across for. And the one before that. Because they got 1 single and then there was the 1 overthrow. So 2 runs there coming from that delivery. A good match awareness between these two to see that overthrow. Throw not really too necessary from the bowler. The batsman would have made it well in. And this time called a wide. So Barrows trying to keep it outside of the batsman's reach. Bowling just a bit too wide though. Now on the leg side, there's no one inside the 30-yard circle besides a backward square leg. And that ball, it's gone just to the right of that fielder, who'll cut it off and limit the batsman to just the second. Just the 2. And that'll be the end of 15. VA Warriors, they've got a good total on the board here, going at exactly 7 and over. 105 for 2. Final 5 overs now, and it's Shoaib's side who's going to be bowling here in the 16th. Some field changes first though. Moves that backward square leg fielder to a mid-wicket position. And it's gone over that mid-wicket fielder. Running away to the boundary, and it'll get there, will it? I think it will. Yes, it does. Just about goes over the boundary. And Santish Kumar, yeah, starting off the Shoaib side over with some runs. 4 of them indeed. Lights also starting to take effect here at this ground. Oh, that's a really good delivery. Inside edge. Batsman didn't really get it off the middle there. Caught to the keeper, who I think went for the stumping. Square leg umpire calls it to be not out. Right decision there. Tosses it up down the track. No. Chance of a stumping. And I think that may just be a missed opportunity there. Came down the track, keeper didn't collect it cleanly. It's a tossed up delivery, enticing the batsman to come down the track. Oh, this time short, misses the batsman, misses the keeper. Wide signaled by the umpire, down the leg side. We'll get a single with that as well. Oh, he's hit that out to the man in the deep, long on. Limits it to just that one run. Hangs on the back foot and on the bounce. On the bounce to deep square leg there. He was on the back foot, saw the delivery, a big shot. On a good length really, maybe just back of a good length. And stayed on that back foot, hooked it. It was in the air, but on the bounce to the man in the deep. So at the end of 16 overs, VA Warriors 114 for 2. The final 4 overs, how many more can they get here? Can they get to that 150 run mark? 36 runs. I think they should be able to with 8 wickets in hand. 150. So 36 and 4 overs. That would be going at 9 and over. I think that's what they'll be targeting. 150 plus definitely. And the Comets Cricket Club, if they can restrict the Virginia Warriors to below 135, 140, I think they'll be happy with that from here. Mohammad Barrows into the attack for his third. His first 2 went for 16. Well, this time a swing and a miss there outside off, called a wide by the umpire over the head of the batsman. Oh, that's gone up in the air. Covers to his right. The man in the deep. No, falls in no man's land. Chance of a run out. No, makes it in the end. Makes it quite comfortably. For the second there. Kanti Kiran. At the non-striker's end, Santish Kumar on 46 from 43. So approaching his half century. Short, and that's been cut into the leg side, or the offside actually, and falls short of the fielder there in the deep. And a no ball called. So a free hit now. Comets not looking too happy with that decision. The umpire says free hit, so a free hit. Here we go. And that's been cut away. Goes over the fielder there at covers. And just a single coming from it, so not too damaging from a Comets perspective. It seems that that'll be the end of the over after 17. 119 for 2 are the VA Warriors. 3 overs remaining. How many more can they get? 10 and over gets them 150. This time into the deep for the single. Shoaib Said bowling his third. His first 2 went for 14. And Santish Kumar now coming in to be the man on strike. Kanti Kiran took a single off that first delivery. That's hit into the deep, man. Now on the bounce. On the bounce to long launch. It's just a single. Side once again. This time pulled. And the ball, it's gone to the boundary for 4, but it seems the bat's hit the wicket keeper on the helmet. Yeah, it seems that the bats hit that wicket keeper on the head. Will be called a boundary, but just a bit of a hold up in play here, as it's made sure that the keeper is fine. And so just a break in play. $121 for 3. in the middle of the 18th over. Not a bad score from the Virginia Warriors. Comets definitely capable of chasing it down. And anything around 140, 150 as well, I think they'd be confident with that. So it should be an interesting game that this is setting up to be. Yeah, I think all the players have just gone off the field for just a second. Should be coming back on any time now. Crowding around the wicketkeeper, making sure he's fine at the Comet side. And with that, we'll be back in just a bit here, in a couple of minutes, as the players come back onto the field.
Hi.
Hello.
Is the cricket on?
Yeah.
Like a tournament or something?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Now the players are coming back onto the field here. After that short break, it wasn't an innings break, we're still in the middle of the innings, middle of the game, but it was actually an injury to the wicket keeper. The wicket keeper got hit in the head with a bat, and the follow through of Kanthikaran's shot, which ended going down. But in the follow through of that shot, keeper got hit in the head. And so there was just a bit of a pause in play. And it appears that there's actually going to be a change in keeper. Might just be, I think, it's going to be Sean Matthias behind the stumps, who's actually a Virginia Warriors player, but keeping here now for the Comets due to injury to their main keeper. Hopefully he might. So 15 deliveries remaining in this innings. Virginia Warriors 125 for 3. $125 or 121 for 3, it seems. 16 deliveries to go. As that one's been played into the offside to point. That's gone up in the air. Fielder running in from long on. Oh no, just short of him. Just short of him. And the batsman will scramble back for the second. That's good running. 124 for 3 now. 14 balls remaining in the innings. 150. Can they get their VA Warriors with shots like that? Maybe no. Doesn't get the distance. Does not get the distance. And so there's the wicket. It's Gurveer who'll have to go. And VA Warriors, they've lost their fourth now. 124 for 4 in the 18th. Comets, they strike once again. This time it's Shoaib Syed getting his first wicket of the night. An excellent shot by Gurveer. Seemed powerful off the bat, but ended up going straight into the hands of long on. Final ball of the 18th now coming up. Down the track. And it right back at him. Couldn't do now. Shoaib Syed. And it's Kanthikaran, I think, this time who'll have to go. So both the set back in the pavilion. And this is exactly what the Comets wanted here. Shoaib Syed, a very good over for them. Just the 5 runs coming from it. And the 2 wickets Both the set batsmen gone. The VA Warriors now find themselves 5 down, 124 on the board. And 2 overs remaining, 12 deliveries. Where can they get to here? Oh, this time a swing right outside the off stump. Madhu and Omer, 2 batsmen, both haven't faced a single delivery. Now some changes being made in the field here. Short covers pushed back to the edge of the circle. Does he want to go back even more? Yes. So now there's going to be a deep extra cover. And the man from in the deep on the leg side, I think that was a deep square leg. Deep square leg has come to short covers. And short covers move back to deep covers. Oh, this time misses the batsman, misses the keeper. And the single taken. It's Wahab side bowling. His 4th and final over. 1 for 18. Came off his first 3, so some good bowling figures, tidy. This time a swing and a miss there outside the over. We've seen batsmen struggle there. Those deliveries outside that off stump. That's been where they struggle the most, do the batsmen. And because of that, we've seen a lot of bowlers go wide and sometimes go a bit too wide. But Wahab side, the very experienced bowler here, knowing to bowl it just inside the tram line, getting that line right, and Madhu here not able to connect. Even if they do connect, they've got that protection out in the deep. That's why you've got that deep extra cover. You've got a man there about a deep cover point or so. And yeah, that one goes to deep extra cover, sweeper cover, as that position is also known as. Wahab side, this has been a really good over from him. Just 2 runs have come off of it, and the 1 by. And I think that's a wicket there, is it? Yes, it is. So, there we go. Omer has to go for a duck. And 6 down now, the Virginia Warriors, with just 127 on the board. These last couple of overs haven't really been too good for them. Comets played well. After their in play, they've picked up 3 wickets in a very short period of time. And now with just 1 more over remaining, final over, things coming up 127 to 6. Now 150, not as much in the minds of the Warriors. Now they'd be more so thinking 140. Comets though, can they restrict them below 135? That's what's going to be their mindset. Oh, that's gone up in the air. Straight to extra cover. As simple as they get as far as catches go. And another wicket falls. 7th one down now. Virginia Warriors in some trouble here. They're losing wickets in a heap. And they're falling like dominoes in these death overs. It's Shoaib Syed, who's actually gotten a hat trick, I think, because he picked up 2 wickets off his last 2 deliveries in his previous over, and now off his first in the 20th over, he gets a wicket, hat trick. So a hat trick for Shoaib side. Ready, the new batsman at the crease. Bowling Madhu at the moment, who just slaps that one down the ground, long off. Make sure it's just a single. 101. We get to 12 runs. Can we get past 140? Four deliveries remaining now in the over. Vishal ready, just getting ready. And that's just guided through to third man. Takes the single and gets Madhu back on strike. That's gone up in the air over the keeper. Third man once again coming around, this time to his left. Just a single. This is turning out to be a really good last over from Shoaib's side. Just 3 runs off of it and the wicket. And spin in the death over seems to be working. This time run. So it's the slower deliveries, spin bowling. That's really what's worked in this innings for the Comets. Those are the deliveries Virginia Warriors have found it tough to score off of. This time up in the air, long off. Takes the catch, another wicket down. Shoaib side gets its 4th. And the innings finished here. Virginia Warriors 131 for 8 in their 20 overs. So the Comets Cricket Club, they'll need 132 to win and take this third game of 7 in this bilateral series between the VI Warriors and the Comets Cricket Club. The first 2 games, of course, were won by the Comets, and now this third one, all that separates them from a 3-0 lead is 130 runs. Excellent bowling by a Shoaib side, 4 for 23 in 4 overs. So great bowling from him, especially here at the death, picking up those wickets and making sure that VA Warriors do not get past that 140-150 mark. So the second innings, it should be an interesting and entertaining chase, as the Comets Cricket Club will require 132 to win 20 overs. They'll have to get those runs. So join us for that, and we'll be back in a bit. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everyone, to this game between the VA Warriors and the Comets Cricket Club. VA Warriors batted first, made 131, and so the Comets Cricket Club need 132 to win from there to 1 overs. There to open Faisal Khan and Wahab Syed out in the middle. Wahab Syed, the man of the match in the first game. This is the third T20 out of 7. Wahab Syed, the man of the match in the first game. We'll get back to that in just a bit as Madhu runs in for the first ball of the second innings. Edge, he's gone. What a catch! Behind the stumps, Sean Matthias and Faisal Khan go first. Ball, huge wicket. Oh, Faisal Khan has been a prolific run scorer here for the Comets Cricket Club, and here in the DC Metro area, he's got to go first. Ball, green card for the VA Warriors, and what a catch that was. Sean Matthias behind the stumps. Madhu has struck first ball. Moving on. Squared up Khan, and a catch diving right. Angle of the delivery, but that late swing and the edge moves to the right at one end. 0 for delivery. Strives out into the middle. VA Warriors not the biggest totals on the board. They need early wickets, and that's exactly what they've gotten here with that first wicket falling. A big one of Faisal Khan. Now Mohammad Heroes taking strike. Out his guard there. Now Madhu coming in for his second delivery. A slip in place as well with the movement he's been getting off that first delivery. Here we go, second ball. Oh, that's on the pad, just flicked away, and that'll be the first runs for the Comets Cricket Club. They're off the mark, and so is Mohammad Barrows. And it's a right-left combination. Wahab Syed, that left-handed batsman. And Wahab Syed, going back to what I was saying earlier, he was the man of the match in the third 1-7. The first one, Comets won that game quite comfortably. He was the man of the match. Hit a 50. They were chasing that game as well. And so Wahab Syed, he was awarded with the man of the match. Now they've got 2 slips in place. How often do you see that in a T20 game? Keeper plus the 2 slips. In the power play here, looking to put the pressure on. He's been getting that movement as Madhu. And now 2 slips in place. His first delivery now. Oh, that's just guided down to backward point. They'll come through for the single. Now Syed off the mark as well. And the right-handed batsman comes on to strike. It's a right-left combination. The field has to be changed. The bowler's got to change his line. Every single delivery strike is rotated, and that single is taken. And that's just defended. Defensive push really for the single. Another left-hander on strike once again. We've got 2 slips for the left-handed batsman. Wahab Syed. Right arm over the wicket, so angling across from the left-hander. But that ability to swing So 2 slips in place here for Wahab side. They've also got a gully in place and a short covers. Madhu, he's the bowler. A lot of catching positions there into Wahab side, and just leaves that one alone, the side outside the off stump. So putting that pressure on the batsman, that's what they're trying to do, are the Virginia Warriors, by keeping all these fielders up close. You've got a short mid wicket, a short covers, a gully, 2 slips. And Wahab side just defending that one. Point races in. Make sure that they're not able to get a run. Keep the pressure on. Get those dot balls building. Try to make Wahab side do something rash. Play a rash shot. Play a risky shot. Because it's not the biggest of totals that the Warriors have. They need wickets. They've got one, a big one of Faisal Khan. And they'd love the man of the match from the first game, Wahab side. This time short, cut away into the leg side, and that'll race away to the boundary for 4. This time just the dot ball. Drives it straight to covers. This time misfield. And the batsman will come through for the run. Madhu now running in. Oh, this time an edge. Ball's running away to the 3rd man boundary. And it seems that it'll stop just before the batsman. He'll come back for that run. 2 runs actually. He'll come back for the 2nd. $21 for 1. The score sits at 10 for Behrouz, 9 for Wahab side. Run ball 9 that is. And it's side on strike. No more slips in place. Slips have been taken away. As Kanti Kiran comes into the attack. That's played onto the offside. And racing away to the boundary for 4. It'll get there. Excellent shot there through that point region. He placed that really well. Did a Wahab side. Found that gap. Wasn't the biggest of gaps, but he's found it and gotten the reward. 4 runs for him. And the Comets Cricket Club now on to 25. Still require another 107, but they've got a ton of overs in hand. Main thing will be wickets, and they've only lost 1. Kanti Kiran, what does he have now to come back against that boundary? Oh, once again a similar delivery, a similar shot. But this time there's the man in the deep. And the throw comes in The batsman, I believe, did get 2 for that. Yeah, that's well run. Hit to the man out there. They placed that fielder there after that last delivery to the VA Warriors, which went for 4. Because Kanti Kiran, he wants to continue to bowl that wide line. I think he might change up his length though. No, continues going full. This time through the covers region. And the batsmen settle just for the single. Oh, this time a swing and a miss there. Tried to poke at it outside the off stump. Doesn't get bat on it though, so just goes to the keeper, Sean Matthias. Number 7. Oh, this time he gets bat on it down the ground. And just for the single. So Syed on strike for the final ball of the over. Changes in the field. Third man for the right hander now goes to third man for the left hander. Similar changes for the rest of the field as well. Now for the final ball of Kanti Kiran, second. To Wahab Syed, who hits it straight to the man there at point. And the batsman will come across for the single as well. So the end of 4 overs. Comets Cricket Club are 30 for 1. Still require another 102 from 16 overs. Now it seems Madhu is getting 3 here on the trot in the power play. That's how good he's been bowling. He's got a slip in place as well, a gully. Coming in, a right arm over the wicket, angling it across from the left-hander. Wahab Syed. A big wicket that they'd love to have with the VA Warriors. This time, just defended. A dot ball. Some changes being made in the field, a long on in place now. And a deep backward point to the 2 men outside the 30-yard circle. They're in the power play with the field restrictions. Oh, this time uphill! No, not out, says the umpire. Didn't hear anything from the commentary box here. And so it will just be that dot ball. Fishing for it outside the off stump, not connecting. Wahab Syed, 17 off 15 he's on. This time, played right back past the bowler. And they want the second. They'll get it in the end. It's long on who has to come across to get that ball and get the throw back in. Madhu, this has been some really good bowling from him. 1 for 13 in his third. Oh, this time up in the air. It's gone over the offside, running away to the boundary, and think it'll get there. We'll wait for the umpire's signal. Yeah, I think that is a boundary. So 4 runs there. Off the bat of Wahab's side, moving his score up to 23. Through the covers on that occasion. And a really good shot from him. Madhu now coming back. What's he got? Oh, this time on the leg side. Hooked away, running to the boundary. And I think it'll get there. So back-to-back boundaries now for Wahab Syed. And he is looking in fine touch at the moment. Not only in this game, but in this series in general. First T20, got a 50. And now here in the third game. Once again, looking to score those runs. Getting aside. Trying to get aside at least to that target. And this time, chance at the bowler's end. No. It was just defended, guided there to third man. Don't get the single. They decide against it, do these two batsmen. And that'll be the end of the 5th over. After 5, Comets Cricket Club 40 for 1. Require another 92 to win from 15 overs. Right, now the final over of the power play coming up. It's a 6 over power play, as it traditionally is in T20 cricket. And so the 6th and final over of this power play coming up. It's been a pretty good one. Started off the way of the VA Warriors. Now moving over to the Comets. This time pulled into the leg side. And the batsmen will come back for... or they'll just stick to the single actually. Bit short on that occasion, just pulls it away. Does Mohammad Barrows. 11 off 10 he's on. He's played a pretty good innings. Rotating strike. Don't need too much more than that really. The required rate just over 6 and over. Oh, this time trying to poke at that one. Bit short, bit wide outside the off stump, angling it away from Wahab Syed. Trying to have a poke at it, just goes over the bat. And I think Syed wanted the wide, not to be. Didn't seem like a wide either. Or is that above the shoulder, one for the over? I think, did he want that or the wide? I think he might have wanted that one above the shoulder. Oh, this time that's gone up in the air. 2 fielders coming around. Oh, put down. Put down. Oh, I think that should have been taken there. That was really a missed opportunity, and I think he lost that one in the lights. Misjudged it. Lost it in the lights. With that fielder. There at square leg. Always tough at catching in the lights. As the batsman just settle for the single this time. It's Gautam bowling his first over of the day. Exactly 6 and over now, the required rate. And that's just guided to third man. Settle for the single with the batsman. Now mid-wicket, going back to deep mid-wicket. The final over of the power play this is. 2 deliveries remaining now in the power play with the field restrictions. If Wahab side wishes to maximise them. Let's just guide it down there to third man. Once again and once again another single taken. So just looking for those singles at this stage, and that's all they need. 6 and over is the required rate. And so singles will really do it. They've got 9 wickets in hand. And from the VA Warriors perspective, they need wickets. As simple as that. You need to get wickets if you're going to stop a team from going at 6 and over for 14 overs with 9 wickets in hand. Need to get wickets. Oh, that's gone up in the air. Feel that long off, long on, converging. And no, it's gonna fall safely. And I think we'll get back for the second as well. So that'll be the end of the 6th over, the end of the power play. Comets Cricket Club, after those 6 overs, 49 for 1, require another 83 to win from 14 overs. Under 5 and over, under 6 and over, sorry, required for them now at this stage. It's Omer now into the attack. Bowling to Wahab Syed. And that's just hit wide. That fielder doesn't stop it cleanly. And the batsman will come through for the single quite comfortably. So single of Omer's first delivery gets Barrows on strike. And with that single, the 50 also comes up for the Comets Cricket Club. 50 for 1. And they get there on the first delivery of the 7th over. And just a tap and run there. That's well run. We've seen that today from these two. And the Comets Cricket Club, their running between the wickets has really been good today. Great to see that. Oh, this time short. That fielder there will get to it. And the batsman, they'll sneak through for the single as well. Well run. I think they made it comfortably in the end. And going back to that point, this has really been some really good running. Putting that pressure on the fielders. Making sure they convert those dots into singles, singles into twos, which is so important. And that's exactly what they're doing here. This time pulled away into the leg side. And the throw comes in, another single taken. So 4 singles in this over. That's really all they need. Just keep taking those singles. And that's going to get them home. They don't need to play risky cricket. do the Comets Cricket Club, and they understand that. They don't have to go for those big shots and try to clear the boundary. That's gone up in the air, and it'll run away to the boundary for 4. Over the infield on the leg side. And that'll be 4 runs. Wahab Syed saw the delivery a bit short on his pads, just pulls it away effortlessly there. Over fine leg, no one in the deep. And that was going to be a boundary all day long. And now I think they're moving a fielder there. So now there's a deep fine leg in place in case Syed would want to play that shot again, which he does, but this time called a wide by the umpire, doesn't connect. And it seems that he wants to play it a bit more finer, or to the left of that fielder, deep fine leg, just get a bit of an edge on it so it beats the keeper. And I think that's his best chance really, if he's to try and just want to flicks it down there, that short delivery. This time short, or not short really, on a good length, and just taps there onto the offside for a dot ball. Won't mind that, will the Comets Cricket Club. And I think that might be the end of this first over as well. Umair's first over, that is. Or is there one more delivery still remaining? No, there might be one more ball still left. Oh, this time pulls it away into the leg side. Running away, and that'll reach the boundary. So a boundary to finish off the over for Wahab side. It's been a really good run for Comets Cricket Club. 14 have come off of it. And after 7 overs, 63 for 1 is what the score is. Require another 69 to win from 13 overs. Less than 5.5 an over now. And it's going to be Gautam continuing, getting a second over. His first one went for 9. Looking to pick up a wicket here. That's what the VA Warriors need. And that's played into the offside. Stopped there by that point field. Low covers it to his right. And the batsman getting a comfortable single. Not much pressure on them. So Wahab Syed. Fine strike again. 41 off 28 he's on. 9 runs away from his 50. And that's driven down the ground. Just gonna settle for the single. Mohammad Barrows, he wanted the second there, but Wahab side never interested. Gautam now 2 good balls. In for his third. A shorter delivery. Appeal from Matthias behind the stumps. Not out though, says the umpire. That's going to be his decision. This time, that one, I think it came back in a bit. It was a bit short. Came back in to the right-handed Barrows. And this time gets an edge. Just the third man. Get the single quite easily. No real effort as well to get that ball back in quickly. And I think we are starting to see some shoulders drop from the VA Warriors. There isn't really that energy anymore in the field with them. This one's just guided down. And the throw comes back in. Keeping it down to just a single. And Comets, they'd be fine with that. Just rotate strike, get the singles. Odd two. Bad ball, put it away to the boundary. Risk-free cricket, and they'll be home here. They play some risky shots. That's what VA Warriors would want. Shots like that. And there's the wicket. Is it? No. Dropped. Oh no. Put down. Mohammad Behrouz has been dropped. Just saying how they need to play risk-free cricket, because if you play risky shots like that, wickets will fall, and that's really the only thing which can hurt the Comets Cricket Club here. And that's exactly what VA Warriors would want. They'd love to have a breakthrough there. Not to be for them though. A dropped catch. That will hurt them. The wicket here could have really opened the door ever so slightly into that middle order. A couple of wickets in quick succession could have really put Comets on the back foot. Not to be though, so they'll have to find another opportunity. Will the VA Warriors? As that's going to be the end of 8 overs, 68 for 1. Leaves the final 12 overs, 64 to win. So now the halfway stage as far as runs are concerned. They've made more runs than they need now. 12 overs still remaining, 9 wickets in hand. VA Warriors, they're going to need something special here if they're to turn this game around in their favour. Wahab side on 43 off 30. Mohammad Behrouz now on strike actually. And I think that'll be called a wide down the leg side. Yeah, it's going to be the umpire's verdict. Mohammad Behrouz, 20 of 19 he's on, as Gurveer is introduced into the attack. And that's going to be a swing and a miss there outside off that 4th, 5th stump line. Exactly where he's got to keep it. And I feel that's where the batsman will really find it a bit difficult to score runs, I think. And especially if you just slow your pace down a bit, then that variable bounce, right? Some deliveries staying low, some bouncing a bit too much, which we've seen at this ground. That could really trouble the batsman, like we've seen there on that delivery. Keeping it there, that 4th, 5th stump line, just keep changing up your lengths. That's really the variation you need. Maybe some changes of pace, but mainly just those slower balls. That's what's going to help the VA Warriors. Build some pressure with dot balls. And that could lead to that rash shot, that risky shot, which leads to a wicket. That's got to be VA Warriors' plan. As that one's straight to point, just a single. And just cut that one away. Fielders in the deep, they've got against Wahab's side the deep mid wicket, a long on, a long off, a deep covers, and a deep backward point. So 5 fielders out in the deep, the maximum allowed here. So Wahab's side really is someone who likes to hit the ball a long distance. This time, try stepping across on the offside, getting some bat on it. There's no one there at fine leg. So try to just get some bat on it, help the delivery on its way. Doesn't get it though. Gurveer now continuing right arm over, angling it across. Ooh, chance of a run out. That was really well done there. Running in from point, picked up the delivery with the dive. Had a shy at the stumps, missed it though. I think the batsman might have been in as well. Would have been close had he hit. And the fielder there, square leg backing up. Now the right-handed batsman. Oh, this time hit on the pads, uphill. No, not out, says the umpire. And seems that'll be the end of Gurveer's over. Yeah, 72 for 1 now. After 9 overs, this has been some really good batting from the Comets Cricket Club. Mohammad Barrows 21 of 22. And Wahab Syed, the 32 ball 44. 1 hit away from half century is Wahab Syed. And Comets requiring another 61 to win in 11 overs. And it seems that there's going to be a change. Oh, I think Mohammad Barrows, he was given LBW in the end. Oh, I think that was a late call, that might have been. But Mohammad Barrows given LBW. And so now the second wicket down. 71 for 2. Corrections to the previous score stated. 71 for 2 after 9 overs. Gurveer there getting the wicket, and now joining Wahab Syed in the middle is Shoaib Syed. Both these players did really well with the ball in hand in the first innings. Now out there with the bat, requiring another 61 runs to win. Gautam into the attack. His first 2 overs went for 14, bowling to Wahab Syed, who's on 44, 1 hit from 50. As that's just defended right back to the bowler. Now Gautam running in, sticking to right arm over the wicket. That's driven straight to covers, though short covers. So still not allowing Wahab Syed to get off strike. And keep rotating. That's what you've got when you've got some tight bowling. Bowling to your plans. This time guided through. That's running away to the boundary. The chase is on. And the throw comes in. And they'll get 2 for that there. So moving Wahab Syed on to 46 now. And this time just a dot ball, guided down there to a short backward point, short third man type position, well inside the 30-yard circle. Oh, this time cut away on the offside. There's a man there in the deep. Deep backward point comes around, gets the throw in. And so just a single that'll get Shoaib Syed on strike. with 2 balls remaining in this Gotham over. That one just left alone there outside the off stump from Shoaib's side. And is that the end of the over? I think it is. So at the end of the 10th over there. Yeah, the end of the 10th over. And Comets Cricket Club find themselves at 74 for 2. Require another 58 runs to win from 10 overs. 5.8 in over, 8 wickets in hand. You've got to back the batting side at this stage. VA Warriors need something special from here. Need a couple of wickets. And that's really the only way they can stay in this game. Wahab side on strike. Oh, he's got him there, has he? No, what's happened there? What has happened there? Heard the sound as if the ball had hit the stumps, but no. Wahab side, he's still there on 47, 3 away from 50. This time, stepping across onto the offside, trying to get some bat on it, trying to get it in that vacant fine leg region. There's just one man there from mid-wicket to the wicket keeper, which is kind of a backward square leggish position inside the 30-yard circle, a couple of steps in from a 30-yard circle. Get it on either side of that field and it's going to be a boundary all day. That's driven through the offside. There's a man there who will get the throw in, and that's really well run. They get back for the second. So now on to 49 is a Wahab side. 49 from 38, he's on 1 run away from his 50. Here we go, Gurveer now coming in. And that's an appeal. Has he gotten bad on it? Is that his 50? We'll wait for the umpire's call. And yes, that is his 50. So 50 up for a Wahab side. Comes from just 39 deliveries. Really well played from him here. As the Comets Cricket Club move to 78, a crucial innings he's played in ensuring that they get over the line. That one's driven through the offside. Righter covers. And a single taken. Or 2 runs actually. That's really well run. Coming back for that second. This time just nudged into the leg side. And the throw will come in. Just the single taken. This time hooked away into the leg side. Fielder there. Gets the throw back in. And I think they'll settle for just a single. So after 11 overs, Comets Cricket Club 82 for 2. Require another 50 to win from 9 overs, 8 wickets in hand. Shoaib side, the new batsman on 3 off 4, and Wahab side who got to 15 that over, 51 from 40 deliveries. The Warriors in need of some wickets here if they are to come back from this situation. Now it'll be Gautam continuing bowling his 4th over. That's a top edge, and it's gonna run away to the boundary for 4. Goes over the keeper and runs away. So a boundary there to start off Gautam's over. A bit lucky, you could say. Wahab side got a top edge. There was a cry of catch it, but no chance there for the keeper. Flies over his head. And now Gautam. What's he got this time? Cut away on the offside. And the man there at deep backward point gets the throw back in. And the batsman comfortably coming back for the 2nd. This time opting to go a bit wide outside the off stump with enough length for the batsman to just push at it away. That's driven down the ground. And just a single. And it's just guided right to the man at the edge of the circle there. For the single. Singles will really do it for the Comets Cricket Club. All they need. And that's well stopped by the bowler. That is very well stopped there. Diving to his left in his follow through and making sure the batsmen don't get through for the single. They were thinking about that single, but not to be. Oh, this time just wide of the keeper. Just wide, and that'll be another boundary. Guides it past. And 4 runs there to the name of Wahab side. His score moves to 62 now. Would have been an excellent catch behind the stumps. We saw one from Matthias earlier today on the first delivery of the 2nd innings. Faisal Khan's catch to his right, one-handed. And this one would have been another excellent catch from him. Not a regular wicketkeeper is Sean Matthias. Mainly a batsman who can bowl some medium pace, or pace really. So batting all-rounder, you can say, but he can also keep wickets, as we can see here. A young player, an under-19 player, Sean Matthias. And he's opting for the helmet now. Opting for the helmet. So I think he's gonna stand right next to the stumps. It's when keepers want their helmet, when they want to be right next to the stumps there, make sure the batsman doesn't advance down the track. Oftentimes against spinners, as Anvish is brought into the attack. Haven't seen too much spin today from the Virginia Warriors. Here's Anvish though. Tossed up, that's gone up in the air. Catch, it's the call, and the catch is taken. There's the wicket now. And it's Shoaib Syed who'll have to go. Anvish strikes off his first delivery. The third wicket down now for the Comets Cricket Club for 94 on the board. And Shoaib Syed, he'll have to go. 94 for 3. Midway through the 13th over. Or the first ball of the 13th over, really. Anvish, first ball into the attack though, he's struck. Shoaib trying to go for that big shot, doesn't get it off the middle. I think he got more of a top edge really. And at the edge of the 30-yard circle there on the onside, mid wicket came around and took a good catch. It's tough taking those high catches under lights. Oftentimes fielders lose the ball in the air, but this time a wicket falls. Jamil, the new batsman, coming to the crease, 3 down at number 5. Joins Wahab Syed out in the middle. And just another 38 runs needed, 7.5 overs remaining. Now to Wahab Syed, and that's down the leg side, sweeps it away, and the fielder will put a stop to it. The throws come in, goes way over the keeper's head, but the backup is there. Now, this time cut away on the offside. And the throw on a couple of bounces to the keeper. Another single taken. The required rate 4.67 and over. So singles and twos more than enough here. A couple of dot balls even Comets won't mind. Now it'll be the new batsman Jamil on strike, facing his first delivery. Up against Anvish, the spinner. Tosses it up. And just kept out there by Jamil. This time a bit of bat on it. Doesn't get it off the middle. And so just the dot ball. This has been a really good over. Just the 3 runs and a wicket coming off with the final ball of Anvish's over coming up. Can he finish it off well? He does. Defended right back to the bowler from Jamil. An excellent over for the VA Warriors. 3 runs and a wicket coming off with after 13. Comets Cricket Club 97 for 3. Need another 35 to win from 7 overs. Exactly 5 and over is that required run rate. And they've got 7 wickets in hand. Back to pace now as Gurveer is brought back into the attack. His first 2 overs, 1 for 11. Some good bowling figures there from him. Now bowling to the left-handed Wahab Syed who's on 65 off 47. Swing and a miss from him. First delivery. He himself moving across there to the offside. Don't think he was completely balanced playing that shot. It's time. Oh, taken. Taken, is that? No, must have been on the bounce. I think that bounced right next to the batsman's foot, right next to the pitch. One-handed grab there, it covers. But back-to-back dots to start the over off. This time driven through the covers. And the man in the deep will get the throw in. There is that fielder there, deep covers. And the batsman just jogging through for that single. Don't need anything more. Don't need to play any risky shots, any rash shots here. Less than 5.5 and over. Required run rate. Just need to go for those singles. Odd 2. This time, Gurveer keeping the ball outside off. I think with those deliveries outside off, there's that extra bounce, some deliveries staying low. We've seen that here at this ground. In this T20 series, in the T10 tournament, which is going on simultaneously. Also organized by DCL. Oh, yep, there we go. Another swing and a miss there outside off. I think the new batsman especially can find it a bit tough adjusting to that. Jamil, the new batsman here, Wahab Syed, he's been in for some time. He's getting used to that bounce. And I think with this innings, Wahab Syed, he might just be the highest run scorer now in this T20 tournament. Or this bilateral series rather. Because he scored a 50 in the first game. More than that really. 50, 60 odd runs I think he scored. Now here with another 66 and counting. So already past 120. On to probably 120, 130 runs, somewhere around there. And so I think he may just have the highest score here in this bilateral T20 series. The highest total runs. That is, I'm sure the highest score, he's got to be up there. May have the top 2 spots. Don't think we've seen ton of 50s scored, a ton of 60s. We have seen a couple. So Wahab Syed definitely up there for the highest individual score, but also the highest total number of runs. As we're down to the final 6 overs here, 34 runs required. That was an excellent over from Gurveer. Just going for the 1 run. You're going to need a lot more of that with the VA Warriors. This time, and just got a bit of bat on it maybe on that. No, called a wide by the umpire. Anvish bowling, 1 for 3 in his first over. This time gets a bit of an inside edge, calls for the bowler's end. No, the batsman makes it there quite comfortably. Singles and twos, pressure is on the VA Warriors. They want dot balls, they want wickets. And a big wicket they'd want is that of Wahab Syed. Right now though, it's Jamil on strike. And with that single, the 100 actually also came up for the Comets. This time nudged into the leg side. And yet another single taken. So 3 runs coming from the first 2 deliveries of this over. 5.5 the required rate. So going with that at this moment. This time in the air on the offside. And the man in the deep will cut it off. Gets the throw back in. And Wahab Syed there on deliveries, which I think most batsmen would struggle, especially if they're not set. Those ones outside off, he is really hitting them well. He's got his eye in and is looking unstoppable. And this time, driven through the covers region. Long off comes around. And they're going to stick with just the single. There was some yes, no. They were looking for that second. Won't get it. Jamil on strike now. 1 from 7 deliveries he's on. Soaked up a couple of dot balls. And there's another one. No. Keeper's missed it. Yeah, and called a wide by the umpire as well. Was very much outside the off stump. When getting that line right, when you've got a right-left batsman, right-left combination, that can be tough for the bowlers. This time, once again, driven through the offside. And the batsman settling just for the single. This time fights it up, that's gone down the ground. Fielder coming around, no, it'll fall short there. You want the second though, throw comes in, run out. No, makes it in the end. Makes it does Wahab Syed. That's really well run. Jamil trying to go for the big shot. He got the elevation but did not get the distance. Luckily for him, falling just short of that fielder at long on. Long off and long on, both in place here. There's a deep covers as well. A deep mid wicket. And a deep square leg, as that'll be the end of the 15. The 109 for 3. 23 more is all that's needed from 5 overs. 7 wickets in hand. Required rate now 4.6. Now Gurveer continuing his first 3, 1 for 12. Amazing figures. He's got a wicket, very economical as well. His last over went for just the 1 run. And now bowling to Wahab Syed. This should be an interesting matchup here. Most economical bowler for the VA Warriors. bowling against the best batsman currently, in this game at least, for the Comets Cricket Club. This matchup could well decide things. This one over from Gurveer. So Gurveer into the attack. Just a bit of a hold up due to some scoring issues, but that seems to have been resolved. And so now Gurveer coming in. A very crucial over in this game, especially from a Virginia Warriors perspective. And that's straight to the fielder there. It was hit forcefully, but a dot ball. Gurveer sticking with that line, 4th, 5th stump, which I think it's really good from him. Exactly the line he should be going at. Now for the second delivery of his over. Oh, a dot ball there. This is excellent bowling from Gurveer under pressure against the in-form Wahab side. Brilliant stuff from him. This time driven through the offside. And the throw comes in. And they'll make it for the second. That's well run here between these two. Wahab Syed and Jamil. Syed keeps strike. And some changes being made in the field. When deep backward points come in inside the 30-yard circle now. Moving to covers, or extra covers really. We've got a cover point in place as well. Gurveer. Down the leg side. A good take from Sean Matthias. Not many times we've seen extras today from Gurveer. In general, there have been a lot of extras, especially with right-left combinations. But Gurveer has been tidy so far. This time a swing and a miss outside off. A dot ball there. I think that angled away just a bit. Went away from Wahab Syed, who's on to 73 now. This time driven through the covers. And the man out there will ensure that the batsmen get no more than a single. Which leaves one ball in this over. So Jamil now facing the final ball of Gurveer's over. And Let's just guide it down to backward point. The batsmen come through for the single. And so 16 overs up, 114 for 3 are the Comets Cricket Club, requiring just another 18 runs to win. Kanti Kiran now coming back in. 18 needed from 4. Kanti Kiran is bowled 2 overs for 18 runs. Coming in left arm over to the right hander. Oh, that's a good delivery to start off. Angling it across. A bit short, that 4th stump line. I think it dipped a bit as well. And just as it was crossing the batsman in the stumps. Some good bowling. They need dots. They need wickets, more importantly, to build that pressure. Duvier Warriors. This time, cut away. Onto the offside. Fielder, they'll get the throw back in. And so just the single taken. That is very well done in the field. $17 needed, 22 balls remaining. This should be Comets' game. But then again, we're playing cricket, and cricket is a funny game. 1 over can change everything. Could this be that over? Kanti Kumar. That's up in the air. Oh, not to be. Diving forward there. Almost a wicket. Falls short of Matthias. Kanti Kiran back in. This time on the offside. And they'll come back for the second appeal. No. May have been a run-out appeal there. So they'll come back for the second. Which now leaves the question, or is he gone? I think he's gone there. A run-out. Completely unnecessary. The umpire's finger has gone up. And Jamil has been run out. Oh, they'd gotten a single, trying to come back for the second. Wahab side trying to retain strike. And a run out. The door has opened. Even if it has opened just a little bit, it has still opened for the Virginia Warriors. Can they get their foot in there? Can they make a comeback from here? It'd be really tough. Tough, but possible. It's Ehsan Rashad, the new batsman at the crease. He can definitely bat. Do a bit more than that. He's got some good shots in his armory, which we may get to see today. This time Cut away. That's gonna beat the fielder. Is it running away? No, they'll get there. They'll get there, and the throw comes back in. Oh, and they've done really well there. They've come back for that second run. Or have they got 3 there? Yeah, they've got 3. That is really well done. They have come back for the 3rd run. That is some excellent running between Ahsan Rashad and Wahab Syed. Rashad now, he'll face his first delivery. Taking his guard. That right-left combination continuing. I've seen it throughout this innings. So now Kanti Kiran coming in. Last ball of his over. That's gone up in the air. And the chase is on at the boundary. As the throw comes back in. And they'll come back for that second run. So the end of 17, 121 for 4. Comets Cricket Club requiring another 11 runs to go 3-0 up in this 7-match T20 series. Less than 4 and over the required rate, 3.67. Seems that it's going to be Wahab Syed on strike, who's on 78 from 62 deliveries. And now some changes in the field. Backward square leg has been pushed back to deep backward square leg, but hasn't gone all the way to the boundary. No, he's moving back. He has been moved back there. So at the boundary rope, there's a deep mid wicket, a long off, a deep covers, and a deep backward point. Here we go. That's gone up in the air. Mid on. No, drops it, put down. Wahab Syed gets another life. And the batsmen come through for the single as well. This time driven on the offside. Man in the deep. Comes around. Gets the throw back in. And they'll come back for the second run. Off the bat of Ahsan Rashad, that shot was. Moves his score up to 4 from 2. And 8 runs needed now. 16 deliveries remaining. 3 and over that required run rate's fallen to, but it's just 8 runs, 6 wickets in hand, 16 deliveries remaining. Oh, this time a swing and a miss. Ball just sneaking underneath the bat. Madhu bowling now. This is going to be his final over. 3.3 overs, 1 for 24. Struck off the first delivery of the innings. And for his first 3 overs, he had 2 slips in place for Wahab Syed. Oh, that's a big shot. That is a big shot there on the leg side. And it sails over the boundary. Both the arms go up for the umpires. And now it's just 2 more needed. A massive maximum off the bat of SR13, who's playing a cameo here. 2 more runs required. That's all they need. Down the track, that's gone up in the air. And is that a catch? I think it is. Yes, it is. SR13 will have to go with just 2 more runs needed. Came down the track looking to finish it off in style. But instead he mishits that one, spiraling up in the air. An excellent catch taken at point. And that's the 5th wicket down for the Comets Cricket Club. Going full is Madhu as he gets his 2nd wicket. Went full on that 4th stump line. And it pays off. Gets a wicket. So now 2 needed from 13 deliveries. It's gonna be Wahab side on strike. An opportunity for him to hit the winning runs here. Here we go. Let's just hit into the leg side. Chance of a run out. No, makes it. So takes the single. Scores are level here in this game between the Comets Cricket Club and the Virginia Warriors. Both sides now at 131. Comets Cricket Club just 1 more run needed now. 2 overs remaining, 5 wickets in hand. And they've played really well in this game. And with that single, it's going